video, we are going to talk about a few of our favorite things that we use camping. The first thing I'm going to talk about is our instant canopy. It's not really instant, it takes like 3 minutes. There is a funny video up here of us putting it up. And then to go with that, to complement that product, we have another product that we love.
We bought a wall kit to completely be able to enclose this thing. 3 sides are solid. One side has a door and a window on it.
That you could close. You could close the window.
And they're all the wall panels are individual. They don't connect to one another. So you could take any one of them independently and roll it up if you wanted an open side somewhere to allow a little more airflow or whatever. So it's pretty versatile in terms of what you can do with it. We used it on our first camping trip this year, and it was a little chilly in the evening. Chose to put our table in there, and we cooked our meals in there. But we put it in there, and we actually put our propane heater in there and used it in the morning. Just like having a big tent. And
yeah, it's like an extra room. And you could totally probably put a cot and sleep out there if you wanted.
Yeah, you could, I'm sure. But it totally adds extra living space.
Yeah, it's great for a small camper. So we love that, and it was very easy to put up too. What I talk about is the Coleman Stove.
Yeah, I first encountered Coleman products when I was a Boy Scout. And I've used Coleman products throughout my life. And one of the things I do have to say about them is I've never found a product that was absolutely just junk. Most of their products are well worth the selling price. And I've been happy with every Coleman product that I've ever owned. Gas lanterns, both propane and white gas, the white gas stove, white gas backpacking stove, mini lanterns, wow. You name it.
I think you need to make a pitch to Coleman about being the spokesman for Coleman. We did have another stove, and you've had camping gear for so long. I think it's been like 20 years old, but you weren't happy with the way the burners could regulate them.
I have 2 odd brand propane stoves, and both of them have the same problem. You cannot get the flame low enough that you don't burn everything in the middle of the pan that's underneath that burner. It's just absolutely too hot.
But you don't have that problem with the Coleman.
But I did not run into that when I used the Coleman stove.
Great. So we are happy with the Coleman stove. The next product that I'm real happy with is our propane water heater.
It's an instantaneous tankless propane heater. It's made by TCMT, and I was a little reluctant to purchase this product because it was less expensive than most of the competition, and yet I went ahead and bought it, and I'm totally happy with it. Water heats up almost instantly, and it maintains temperature. You can adjust the flow. So even though we don't generally use it that frequently, it's a definite feeling of luxury when you do have use for it.
It's a nice product. Okay, this next product I love. It's this little portable pop-up pod that you can put your bucket toilet in, or your Lugaloo, which is our portable potty. And you can put that right in there for privacy. This product I love. This is a folding, heavy-duty steel grate that can fit over the fire ring. So I don't know about you guys, but we've been to campgrounds before where there's a fire ring, but there was no grate to put over it, so there was no way we could ever cook on it. So I really like this. And then we've been to other places too where they have a grate, but their slats between them are so wide that, like, if you had a burger or something, it would probably be easy to fall through the cracks. So I really like this grate. I like that it's heavy duty and it can fold up.
Ready to go.
The next product is a 3-outlet propane distribution post. I know that's quite the mouthful. We've already done a product review on this. I never heard of this product, but Rick is very familiar with this.
We used these originally with the Boy Scouts. That's how I learned about them. You can buy a 3-outlet or a 5-outlet. They're designed to hook onto a barbecue-size propane tank. You can put your lantern on the top of it, and then it has outlets out the side to hook hoses to for your gas stove, or a heater if you want, or multiple stoves, whatever you choose to hook up to it. And it allows you to do everything off of one propane tank, which is a very nice feature.
And it saves money.
And it saves a lot of money over using the little 1-pound cylinder.
You have an additional product that you like. It's kind of similar that goes along in this category, that adapter.
Yeah, I have an adapter that you can use with a barbecue tank, and then the throwaway 1 pound cylinders that you buy, instead of throwing them away, you can refill those. And so if you're going someplace where you don't have the room to drag a big barbecue tank along, you don't need it, you're only maybe going to do 1 or 2 meals with a propane stove or just one evening with a lantern, then by all means you can just refill some of your 1 pound cylinders and take a couple of those along.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you say it was a little tricky to fill those smaller tanks sometimes?
Yeah, it is, because they have a tendency to stop filling before they're full, and you have to know how to handle that to bleed them off in order to continue and get them topped up.
Okay, so the next thing will be the inverter generator.
Well, the inverter generator we bought is a Predator from Harbor Freight. At the time we bought it, it was the largest that they had, which is the 3500 watt. They now have one that is like over 9,000 watts. And that, of course, for me would be definitely overkill for this trailer. The 3500 watt is quite adequate. I wanted something that we could run our air conditioner, our microwave, and
coffee pot
or a griddle all at the same time. So this will do it. And so far it's great. It's been great. The only thing that I have as a con about it is that it weighs a lot more than I'd like. But of course, since we quit smoking, I can say the same thing about me. I weigh a lot more than I'd like to, so that's life. Some things you just have to learn to live with.
Well, we are getting older, but so this is 100 pounds, and it would help if you let me help you sometimes. So, I mean, there is some weight on this. And you can't keep it in the camper. It's got to be away from the camper. So you do have to muscle this thing around sometimes. So that's something to keep in mind, is the weight, especially if you're older like us. But otherwise, we're very happy with that product. Just did make an investment into this channel by purchasing this new drone. Our other drone is great for flying, but this drone has a much better camera and is more stable for taking pictures. So we're pretty sure this is going to be one of our favorite products too. And Rick is actually studying for his pilot's license too. So this will enable us to bring you much better drone footage. So if anyone wants to help out and contribute to the drone fund, you can do so by purchasing our products. Our store is open. You could send us a super thanks. That's just a way of tipping us. Or we have PayPal, we have Buy Me a Coffee. Or if you're purchasing something from Amazon, you can use one of our links and we'll get a small percentage. And if you don't know how to do or access any of those things, here's a short clip to show you how. Okay, so I'm in a video, okay, and if I click down on more, it brings up the description. Down here we have, these are all links to our Amazon products. Okay, up here, this is a link to Buy Me a Coffee. And you just click on the number. I guess you put in your information. I've never really used it. Well, maybe once. Or, whoops. We have a PayPal link. Rick Sharon 9. And then our Spreadshirt, our store, you can click on there to get to it. Or the store tab will also bring up our store and our products. YouTube has this new feature called Thanks, which is just a way of tipping your favorite YouTube creators. You just click on it and you put in how much you want to tip them. You hit buy and send. Put in your information. Click buy. It's a pretty simple process. Like I said, YouTubers don't make a whole lot of money, so tipping them is a nice thing, especially if they're doing special projects or anything. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give a shout out to anyone who makes a donation to the drone fund. I'm going to put your name in here. Just write drone if you make a donation or buy anything, and we'll put your name in here, and this will be put up on future videos. Thanks so much, guys. So that's it. These are things that we actually camp with all the time, and we use them. And we are very grateful that we have them. We probably could have put a few more things in here, but I didn't want the video to be that long. So let us know in this description some products that you use that you really like. Maybe we haven't heard of them yet, and maybe that's something that we may want to invest in. That's a wrap, everyone. You know what to do if you like this video.
You all come back now, you hear?